September 10th, 2025, Utah Valley University. The packed auditorium was meant to be just another stop on Charlie Kirk's American comeback tour. Instead, it became the scene of his assassination. Kirk was shot in the neck while addressing students.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
Within hours, the 31-year-old activist was dead. At first, the case was chaos, panic, speculation, and mystery. But today, the pieces have finally started to fall into place. The suspect has been found, and the trail of evidence tells a chilling story.
There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint.
As Kirk collapsed on stage, students ran for their lives. Cell phone videos captured the confusion, a shadow moving across the rooftop. Minutes later, another clip showed a man running along the roofline before leaping into the darkness. That jump left behind smudges, deep shoe imprints, and even partial elbow marks where he had steadied himself before falling. Those traces would later become crucial in identifying the killer. Investigators soon recovered the weapon, hidden in a wooded area just outside the university grounds. Wrapped tightly in layers of clothes, lay a modified assault rifle with a scope. It was the same rifle that had fired the bullet tearing through Kirk's neck. The way it was stashed showed planning. This wasn't a random act, but a calculated attempt to kill and disappear. Forensics confirmed the fingerprints on the weapon casing matched the imprints left on the rooftop. The net was closing in, but the real breakthrough came not from the rooftop nor the rifle, but from the suspect himself. Detectives traced unusual social media activity, digging into local networks until they found Facebook posts hinting at political rage, frustration, and even cryptic messages about Kirk's visit. Hours before the shooting, the suspect had written a post that many now call a confession in disguise. It gave investigators not just a face, but a motive. From there, it unraveled quickly. The suspect's digital footprint revealed his location patterns. Combined with the rooftop imprints, the discarded glove, and the rifle in the woods, police built their case. Surveillance footage, once blurred and hidden from the public, was re-examined, clearly showing him fleeing across the rooftop, jumping and disappearing into the night. When officers arrived at his home, they found more clothing matching the fibers left on the weapon, and even mud consistent with the wooded area where the rifle had been dumped. The evidence was overwhelming. The suspect, once a shadow, was finally in custody. But even with an arrest, the questions are far from over. Why did he do it? Was this a lone gunman, acting out of rage? Part of something larger. Some argue the motive was revenge, tied to Kirk's harsh rhetoric on LGBTQ issues. The fact that he was shot just after answering a question about past mass killings of LGBTQ communities only fuels that belief. Kirk's outspoken defense of Israel had made him a lightning rod, and some believe anti-Israeli extremists wanted him silenced. And then there are whispers of deeper political motives. Kirk was seen as a rising figure in Trump's conservative movement, and to his supporters, his death looks like a planned assassination meant to shake an entire political base. Every detail of the case has been scrutinized. Why did officials initially hide the rooftop footage? Why were images of the suspect blurred for so long? And why did it take social media posts to break open the investigation? To some, it proves incompetence. To others, it hints at something darker, that the truth is still being controlled. Meanwhile, Kirk's death has become a rallying cry. Supporters call him a martyr of free speech. Critics say his words courted danger. But one fact remains. He was gunned down in cold blood while speaking to students, and America is now left to wrestle with the meaning behind it. The rooftop prints, the discarded rifle, the cryptic Facebook posts, all led to the arrest of a suspect. But the bigger question lingers. Was this just one man's act of violence, or part of a much larger war of ideology? Until every answer is known, the murder of Charlie Kirk will remain one of the most controversial crimes of our time.